Hey there, listeners. Welcome to Hines on Air, your weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, and real-life entrepreneurial stories. I'm Matt Hines, your host, and I'm excited to have you join me on this journey. From building a successful law firm to venturing into other industries like real estate and social media, I've experienced both the triumphs and the challenges that come with entrepreneurship. I've learned firsthand the importance of resilience, adaptability, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. On Hines on Air, we're diving deep into the world of business, law, and personal growth. Join me as I chat with incredible guests who have faced adversity, defied expectations, and achieved extraordinary success. We'll discuss their strategies, their mindset, and the lessons they've learned along the way. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned business owner, or simply someone looking for a little inspiration, Hines on Air is for you. Remember to subscribe, like, and leave a review whenever you listen to podcasts. Your support helps us reach more people and continue sharing these incredible stories. Let's get started. This program is being sponsored by Law Offices of Matthew C. Hines. The Law Offices of Matthew C. Hines helped all individuals who have been involved in a car accident, who have been injured at work, or have been arrested or given tickets. We make sure your rights are protected and that you receive all the benefits allowed under the law. Visit us at www.hineslaw.org, hineslaw.org. Hey everybody, it is Matt Hines, who are back at you with another Hines on Air, and something very exciting is about to happen because I have worked with many small businesses, and usually the thing that prevents them from growing and for achieving goals is their inability to market and get sales. All right, everybody's excited about what they're going to do, what product or service they're going to offer, and they forget the marketing and sales component. And if they were to add that, their companies would grow. So it's very exciting because today, Mr. Reed Hansen is on the show. He is the owner of Market Surge IO. He's worked with many different industries in helping them, achieve those high levels of sales that we all yearn for. So, Reed, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here.
Absolutely, man. All right, so Market Surge IO, you're the founder of this company, correct?
Actually, I am the first. I was the first client of this agency, and I purchased the agency about 18 months ago.
Oh, congrats!
Yeah. So I have a little bit of a non-traditional path, but I've known the business from inception, but so happy to delve into that. But the fun part is it's a new role for me, and we've added a lot of services and had to be really entrepreneurial over the last 18 months.
No doubt. All right, so you were a client. When did you say that started? How long ago were you?
2021.
All right. And you called them to help with what?
Well, so long story, but essentially my wife's photography studio is in need of some automation for outreach and managing her calendar and her bookings. And one of her employees' husband was just kind of a techie entrepreneur type and found a platform that he could build on to automate text messages and email reminders, all of that. And in collaboration, they built a lot of processes that were especially helpful to photography studios in booking more leads and managing the sales process for booking high-end photo shoots. And a few years later, as many entrepreneurs are, he got the itch to start something new and offered my wife and I the chance to buy this business. And my wife wasn't interested, and I jumped right in, and I've been steering ever since.
Wow, man! Were you working, or where were you working before you bought this company?
Yeah, so at the time I was working at Northwestern University in business development, doing corporate alliances with the university and like corporations like Whirlpool and a lot of Midwestern companies doing high potential training programs. And at night I was helping my wife do her marketing. Now, but over time it was, it got to be to the point where I really wanted to break out and do something entrepreneurial, and really leapt at the opportunity to do this.
Nice, man. So what did they do? All right, we'll start back at the beginning. Like, what were they able to do for your wife's photography company to find the leads? Was this on social media or blast emails? What worked?
Yeah. So obviously there's a lot of ways to get leads, and depending on, there's so many variables. Like, are you looking at a product business or a service business? Photography, my wife started to determine that positioning herself as delivering an experience more so than delivering a product or delivering a service was really instrumental. And in order to build that kind of trust, she had to develop a relationship with these people before they booked. And so she built an online community, and this community she was able to mostly manage. So generate thought-provoking questions, create video content, both about her service and about like women's empowerment topics in general, and was able to attract people to this Facebook community. And over time, trust was built, and she had a steady flow of leads. Now she's augmented that with some other channels like Facebook ads, Google ads, regular investment in the social media platforms for earned media. And she does a lot of guest appearances on podcasts, and she seeks out collaborations with journalists. And she even did a TED Talk at one point. So for her, that was critical in establishing herself as somebody that people would want to work with.
Nice. Okay. Good for her. I tell you, you could list out all those actions and just coach somebody like do these things. Those are great ideas.
Yeah. And I'm a big proponent of the getting yourself out there as the owner of a business, putting your face on the content. Really, I've been pleasantly surprised at how effective that is and has been for our agency.
Yeah. It's surprising when you're the owner,
right?
And you're, like, such as yourself.
Yes.
I don't know. I've found this to be true. It might not be true in your situation, but the owner does very little of the actual service or product delivery of that company. And they're so kind of separated from it. I find myself more in marketing than I am in production. So, right. I guess you never, and then sometimes in HR, and you're just kind of all over, but
yeah, no, you're right. But I do think that's a worthwhile use of an entrepreneur's time is the marketing, and to be able to effectively delegate the day-to-day operations.
Yeah. I tell anybody I'm talking to, when you start that company, you hit marketing like it's your last day on earth. Like you just go, forget how great you are as a service provider or how great your product is. Just forget it. You just market like your life depends on it. Because I think everybody fails there. So it sounds like your wife had the right vision. Just, I'm going to hit every possible channel out there. And I imagine her photography company is doing very, very well.
It is doing very well. And she has a steady flow of leads and is, like you said, she's doing more marketing than she is doing shooting. So that's going really well for her.
How many people does she have working with her?
So she has a team of 6, and she has some booking agents that do the actual sales calls and processing. She has an editor. She does the shoot and sales, but really what her, probably 35 hours a week, 40, in that range, she's marketing, she's writing content, she's creating videos, and that seems to be the formula that works.
Nice. Yeah. That's what works. All right, cool, man. All right. So you purchased Market Surge, you said 18 months ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. More or less. All right. So tell us about what all that company does.
Yeah. So we're a digital marketing agency, and originally it was using a CRM platform to automate marketing processes. So that would be like initial emails to like a cold lead, or automatic emails to people that filled out your web form or ads forms. They could be segmented by different kinds of clients. And also this platform has the ability to do automated calling and texting, as many CRMs do. And being able to combine all that in one system and not have to log in and out of a lot of systems is really powerful. So you can trigger at appropriate times texting, at appropriate times emailing, and tailor that to the the way the customers want to be contacted.
What is your recommendation for a lead that comes in that, all right, let's say lead comes, you call them, they don't answer. What do you have, say, I call twice that day and twice the next day, and after 4 days I call once? Or do you have any schedule like that?
Yeah. I've recommended some, think of it as 3, call if you can. An automated system should allow you to call within 3 seconds. And then if they don't call you back, call them again in 3 hours. And then, give them another call within 3 days. And if they're not responsive, there was some mistake made, but just have a regular cadence. You can trigger tasks or have a system that actually rings your phone for you. You pick it up and then it calls out. It is, I think what's important is less the cadence and more, not that a lead comes in and then you have to remember to think about it every time you need to take a step. You needed like an automated task creation system or an automated calling system that operates without you, because, man, I know you have a lot of businesses and you are probably like all over the place and like your top of mind is always occupied. So like you would I'm sure like many benefit from a system that does the thinking for you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's right. Do you use AI much? This program is being sponsored by Bravos Leadership. Bravos Leadership is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and other business-minded people achieve their goals in business and expand their companies. They provide insight through motivational talks, inspirational stories, but also practical applications of management techniques that you can use to help you grow your company. Information regarding sales, organization, management, and all areas of the company are taught so that you can have a thriving company. Visit bravosleadership.com and find out more information.
I do. And there's a few places that AI is working really well. We have access to voice AI, both for outreach and inbound. Now, I've been experimenting and I really want it to work. It's not working great, to be honest. Now, on the other hand, if you can train an AI agent to do chat, so like whether it's a DM on your website, chat window, or it's a text conversation, those seem to work very well. And they can answer questions about your service. They can book appointments. They can send payment links if they've really confirmed what they want and make that process happen. So chat is a great venue. I don't know that people in mass are ready for the voice AI agents at the level they're at today.
I've heard.
Yeah,
it seems we tried one maybe a year and a half ago. That was not good.
Right.
The ones I've heard recently, they do pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm like you though. I don't know that people are ready to just talk to an AI, because you're talking to AI. It's not like they trick you. And I've left companies before because they just decided to replace humans completely. Like you cannot get a person. There's no, You're always going to get an AI. And no matter if you request, hey, I don't want AI, I would need a human being because I have a complicated situation.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're gonna do the best we can with this damn robot, whatever.
The unnatural pauses and the talking over you. Yeah, it's but I'll give the caveat that like everything I've seen AI related just has improved so much in the last 2 years. It is scary. Like the content you can generate today for blogs is vastly better than it was even last year. And, again, it's not perfect, but it's starting to be hard to detect. And, but voice, I think, is just like another level where you're used to a certain conversational cadence, and AI it must be just like a million signals that it isn't quite ready to process.
No, I think we're going to try to mix it up a little bit. Like we have a long set of questions that are asked for each client. And I think if a live person says we're going to use our AI assistant to go through these questions and then those answers and enter into a software, that would be, and we want to give the clients an option to speak to the live person anytime. So they're not stuck with this crap. I think we're going to slowly get into it some, but yeah, I'm afraid to just dive into all AI reliance because it's fascinating and I love it. I think AI is tremendously, I don't know. We've dived in on so many different ways, but it's like so many areas, it takes it like 80% there.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, looks good, but it's still AI. It's not quite palatable yet, but maybe.
Yeah. I do think there's a lot of opportunity for AI to do data analysis.
Yes.
So, any raw data you have access to, like your sales records or, your bank statements that, are related to the business, especially if you can get those into like a CSV or a structured file format and upload it to a chat engine. Those are really great opportunities to get some insight.
They are. It was funny. We were at a conference not too long ago. We had a big AI speaker come on, and there was a bunch of accountants and financial guys out in the audience. And the first things out of his mouth was like, now, if you're in accounting, you're about to be jobless in the very near future. We were like, oh, no.
No.
It just hit him.
I know.
But you're right. That's easy. You run those spreadsheets through ChatGPT and you get the best analysis. And
you do. And then you'll generate like reports and really do what was previously like, it took days and weeks to get around.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so Market Surge, you said it's got like it responds to leads, it sends automatic emails and texts and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Are there any other services that y'all package with that kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like many marketing agencies, we do offer ads services that can integrate with these processes. Google and Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay. We also do SEO management for our clients to help them jump up in rankings and get more keyword searches. And
right.
It's,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I got to ask your opinion on this. So SEO searches, supposedly there's like this, I don't know, shift in the universe, whether SEO is going to continue to be the way people search, or is it going to be AI questions and all? And then how the hell did we get found? Well, what's your opinion on all that?
Well, so I think for now, because there's so much flux, and you're right, there's just a ton of change, and people are going to use Chat GPT and other models to, do their searches for them rather than try to get to the website where they think the expertise is. And there's no avoiding that. But even leading up to this, the best practice in SEO more and more was to do long tail keywords. And you would think of a long tail keyword as less of say I'm a plumber and I was trying to rank for the word plumber. I would, long tail keywords is more like, how do I fix a basement that's underwater? And those longer terms, they catered well to what Google started to do last year with the dynamic, responses where, it was like at the top of the search. Now all of a sudden you've got a paragraph or two to answer your question. So that was working well, but it also is the same process that helps get you inserted as a citation in a response from a Chat GPT, for example. So, basically continue to create content. Think about you're answering questions, you're solving problems. You're not just a one-word service. And, it does seem to roll into like make your business a solutions provider more so than a commodity. And, it is kind of like, there's like a principle behind it. The other thing though is Google can pull the rug out from under us at any time, and Chat GPT and OpenAI, they can pull the rug out from under Google at any time. And so it's a little bit of a game that we just have to do our best. And I don't know that there's any other solution other than the long tail keyword approach. And I think it's still worthwhile and still worth pursuing. And
I'm with you. To me, like dentist near me, that's easy.
Yeah.
I get it. And it takes me there. It's no problem. I'm not going to ChatGPT, do a long, who can I find that can fix back molars with break, blah, 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 blah. I'm not, dentist near me is just nice and easy and quick. So,
Right. Yeah.
But we have an AI guy that we work with, and I'm like, at what point is, if you go to ChatGPT and you're like, I need a marketing company that can help me handle these leads and set up automatic text and email messaging that's located in the blah, blah, blah area. And when ChatGPT says Market Surge IO, like that's not there yet, is it?
Not quite. There's no reason it can't be if you use like a deep research. You select, so like Gemini and ChatGPT have this deeper research. It's like you spend more tokens on it, whatnot, and it will consult and cross match multiple websites. So that would bring in reviews, and it would bring in places where the websites are cited on other sites, and it would start to kind of recreate a Google search, but infusing a little bit more intelligence rather than Google's algorithm. And so we're not far off that.
Yeah. I wonder if you would think it's right around the corner. I mean, somebody could be making money. I mean,
yeah.
A whole lot.
And, and you do have to, like, it's, I'm trying to think of like the parallel, like, in, like say like in the professional sports leagues, like you may be like a fantastic home run hitter, but if you can't play first base or right field, like you're kind of useless in many scenarios, or if you don't play defense in the NBA, even though if you can score 50 points a game, there's a lot of people that can score 50 points a game. So you have to be good at like everything. So that means you have to have solid reviews. You've got to have solid SEO. You've got to be, your website's got to load fast and be very informative and structured correctly. So, it's really a matter of not trying to do one thing well. It's just to make sure that you don't have any major holes or flaws in your overall digital marketing approach.
Gotcha. That's good advice.
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right. Well, listen, Reed, we're about to wind up, man. Any marketing advice from your viewpoint that you'd give to other business owners?
Yeah. I know AI has got a lot of people concerned. I'm optimistic about it. And, people are wondering, like, how do I get the most out of it? I think you do need to go back to basics a little bit and make sure you are a strong critical thinker and a strong reasoner. You ask questions, you read, you have interesting thoughts and unique perspectives. Those come into the quality of prompts you develop and the ideas you can generate through AI. So, like, don't forget about like reading and learning and getting to know your customers and getting to know news of the world, because those sort of things you can synthesize in your brain better than AI, and help improve the way you use it and the outputs you get. So I think that's a real opportunity. I say I was a humanity major in college, and that is, and I think that this is the moment for humanities majors, the reading and critical thinking, this is our moment.
Cool, man. All right. Well, sounds good. Well, listen, congrats to you on your new company.
Thank you.
Yeah. Still pretty new, 18 months. That's
right.
Totally, but sounds like it's going well. Congrats to you and your wife. All y'all have accomplished.
Thank you so much for having me, Matt. This is a real pleasure.
Yeah, me too, Reed. Yep. Appreciate it, man. And everybody else, listen, we appreciate you joining us. I hope you've learned something. This is good advice. If you are out there trying to grow your company or trying to take it to the next level, I would almost guarantee you the secret is your marketing. How are you doing it? How much effort are you putting towards it? I mean, you just got to dive in, no holds barred, like just all in on that. And then you'll see growth. And Reed, going back to you, buddy, if somebody wants to find you and take advantage of your services, how do they find you?
Our website is marketsurge.io, and you can reach me at reed@marketsurge.io. If happy to network, bounce ideas off, or if you'd like to work with us, we'd love to talk.
Awesome, man. Sounds good. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. We'll see you on the next Hines on Air. This program is being sponsored by Law Offices of Matthew C. Hines. The Law Offices of Matthew C. Hines helped all individuals who have been involved in a car accident, who have been injured at work, or have been arrested or given tickets. We make sure your rights are protected and that you receive all the benefits allowed under the law. Visit us at www.hineslaw.org, hineslaw.org.
Hines on Air is for you. Remember to subscribe, like, and leave a review whenever you listen to podcasts. Your support helps us reach more people and continue sharing these incredible stories.